Literally with millions of unexplored topics in this world, how did you land on this?
Penn invited me out for dinner one night, and he said, talk to me about something besides show business or politics. And I said, what do you know about Vermeer? And I think I figured out maybe how Vermeer painted these pictures. And Penn said, what? and I showed him a little video of it, and he said, I totally get this. He said, what are you going to do with it? And I said, I'm write a paper or something. He said, that's a stupid idea. We should make a film about this. And, I was just along for the ride after that. I
heard about it in just general media, heard that there was a trainer who had been killed by a killer whale at SeaWorld Orlando in 2010, and I just thought it was incredibly tragic and incredibly weird. That's the type of thing that just doesn't happen at that place, I thought. And so it was just weird to me, just weird enough to keep asking questions. And then the story kept changing, right? First she was slipped and fell, and then it was her ponytail. And so I, again, kept reading, finally stumbled across an article called Killer in the Pool by Tim Zimmerman from Outside Magazine. So suddenly I was like, this is rich. This is a decades-old story waiting to be told, because if I have these questions, I'm sure everyone else will. And so I promptly called him up and said, do you want to be an associate producer and, help me walk down this incredibly, potentially very controversial road? And that was kind of the beginning.
I had made a film with Christine Sin in collaboration with a community of survivors of the genocide in Indonesia in 2001, 2002, where we were helping plantation workers document their struggle to organize a union. But they were afraid to organize one because it turned out their parents and grandparents had been members of a plantation workers union, had been rounded up and killed for it in 1965. And so in some ways we stumbled on the genocide while making this other film. And then word got out that we were interested in the killings. The army would no longer let the survivors participate in the film project. So at that point, the survivors said, okay, if we can't be in the movie, maybe you can film neighbors in this village who were death squad leaders and who may tell you how our relatives were killed. And we went and filmed these neighbors, unsure if it was safe to ask about the killings at all. And to our horror and astonishment, all of them would tell these grotesque, boastful, grisly, detailed accounts of mass killing, often with a smile on their face, often in front of their wives, their children, even their grandchildren. And then that's where the theme for the film emerged.